started this year, and plus all the online stuff. And he's like, Dad, I did everything different. He's like, not even like what moves. He's like, well, not really moves. He's like, I did a couple of moves, but he's like, it's just how I move.
It's not. Yeah, it's not about
it's
the
like
move.
everything worked better.
It's not about the moves. Like my shot is 5-6 feet farther, and it's not even at the same time about moves, and it's not about anything other than it's a mental thing.
Hey!
It's you
Where'd you
now
get
that
here?
I can shoot. Now that I know I can shoot through someone, I know for a fact that I'm not scared to shoot, because that's a big problem. That's one of my big problems is I was in my own head and scared to shoot. I didn't want to.
It's tough.
I was so scared to fail, and honestly, it's the stupidest thing in the world, because the only way to learn from what you're doing is to get caught
Steven,
under,
does he stay in the night?
fail on shots,
Nice.
and another thing, being with her,
Did you know he was
it's
coming?
not about wrestling.
Did you know
at
he was
that point.
coming?
It's about every single thing that I think. And my way of thinking completely changed since I started working with her. It's about what can I do
You look
to make,
trippy.
like,
What's trippy?
I want to help other people.
Oh, you look fly?
I want to help other people get to the position that I'm in, and like I want her to come up and I want her to wrestle at our gym
You're
up there,
hilarious.
because this stuff isn't mainstream,
So
and it's one of the. It is the best way of wrestling,
We
and
were
it is,
banging the whole
and
way in
it's
the car.
not.
Did you
It's
see
not
us?
like I'm just saying that.
Nick and I were
It's
banging, and the
proven
people over there could hear
because
us. They were
it's
wrestling
math,
dances
and
with
it's not like she's the best wrestling coach because she knows the best moves. She's the best wrestling coach because she is able to see what is going to come up next, what's going to happen next, and why you can't do what you just did, and why it's going to fail. And that level of wrestling, that level of thinking, at that point it's not even about wrestling, it's about thinking. And in that level of thinking, it's unparalleled in any other wrestling.
It's funny because all the guys like my age who've been around me when I've been around her who don't buy in are just saying, well, it's just not how it's done. I don't know how we got enough.
That's another. I think it's an ego thing. They don't
That's
want
not how you do a half Nelson. Why not?
It's not how you do a half Nelson because you weren't taught how to do it in 1980 like that. It's the sport of wrestling. Every single thing, as you see, like right now in the world, every single thing evolves to new like right now wrestling. I'm not wrestling for a high school. I'm traveling and doing my school online, traveling around the country and wrestling. That's not normal. But yeah, it's great. But if I would have done this and none of this coronavirus things would have happened, then it would be like super odd. But the fact that everything's changing, and if you don't change with it, you get left in the dust, and you can't let yourself get caught in the dust, because if you do, you have to have an open mind. That's the only way. Honestly, that's the only way to achieve anything in life is to have an open mind, and that's why another reason why I think the sport of wrestling is such a godsend, because it opens your mind to new. I wouldn't think how I think if I didn't wrestle, because I went to 5, 7, 8 different clubs. My dad tried to get me to every single club he could, because you need to get different perspectives on everything you do. And if you don't, then you're a one-track mind, and that's going to get you one place. If you have 7 paths and you can go down every single one and see what's there, you're going to find a little path that you didn't know was there before. And it's, yeah, that's it. I mean, that's why I think that wrestling is the best sport in the world.